the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Detroit Lions. With that, let's head inside to Ford Field in Detroit. Where standing by are the two men who will bring you this one, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Detroit Lions. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. I had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford is a big-arm guy who's learned how to temper some of his throws. Actually has added a lot more touch and accuracy as his career has gone along. Big-time confidence in his arm, though. Any throw you want, he can make it.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12. And we look now at the Lions offense.
And last night we were discussing some of the changes they've made offensively during the offseason. And we know it helps for them to have the first game at home. Hopefully this crowd, which we saw coming in, they've been here for a while, ready to go. You and I should have joined the tailgates, that's for sure. They're going to give them plenty of encouragement. They'll try and ride that wave and get their first victory of the year.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open.
And that's blocked. The Steelers get it. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Past the 20. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. In for the score as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Let's go.
Partners, you well know every blocked punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Check. Fresno.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Here we go again.
Back to throw, Stafford. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. And a look at the Steelers' defensive unit.
Stephon Tuitt's ability to play defensive end and yet rise up and knock passes away when quarterbacks try to throw them, he makes it hard to get around.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. Commanding the offense will be the highly touted USC product, Sam Darnold.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Wild Bill. Check 43. Blitz.
They get just 2 out of it there, and it's second down. And a peek now at the offense for Pittsburgh.
Obviously a tough test for this offense right out of the gate. Road game in game 1 of the new year. Conventional wisdom says, go slow, take care of the football. I think in this case, attack early and get the home team back on their heels.
First carry for James Conner. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Right back to Conner here on first. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. A first down throw, Darnold. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And now the Lions defensive starters.
Bud Dupree came out of the University of Kentucky determined to let everyone know that they play football there as well as basketball. A terrific pass rusher off the edge.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
I got number 18.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play. They run with Connor. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
Throwing on second and long. Darnold. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The kick by Tavecchio is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there, 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
So here come the Lions now. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On third down, Johnson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On second down, Samuels. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
51 to Mike, boys, 51.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Trey Flowers picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them, because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Wow, evasive.
Make them miss.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Steelers' 9-yard line.
On 2nd down now. McFarland, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and a 9-yard run on the end of it. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Darnold, Will Harris there to make the play. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Darnold. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd down, it's Connor. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 6 yards.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5 now. Stafford. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And it's 3rd down. From the gun on third down, Stafford. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, instead of fourth down after the incompletion, it'll be first down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. The Lions on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On first down, it's Darnold. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Darnold.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here's Darnold. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To the air again, Darnold. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Although it's more commonplace now than at any other time in the NFL, it's still tough to think about throwing a rookie quarterback right into the fire week 1. But guess what? He handled the fire awfully well and threw his first touchdown pass.
The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 2nd down, Johnson. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. A well-executed 22-yard gain. On 1st and 10, Darnold throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the run is Connor. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, 75 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Tavecchio to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
What we got?
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Stafford gives to Johnson on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. The Lions on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Now Stafford, and that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Pierre Desir able to get a hand in and make that play. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down now, it's Connor. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Darnold completes it. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Cut his left. Cut his left. You got 4. You got 4.
Darnold from the gun. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
4 down, 4 down.
They're going draw play. Stafford to Johnson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They go play action here on first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Off the draw, here's Johnson. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. He sets to fire deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Here's Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, How about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, heavy? What you got, heavy?
On 1st down, Stafford here.
Here we go.
And this one's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Hey.
Throwing again. Stafford complete. Smith has it. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Here it comes. Here it comes. Mike 55. Mike 55. I got one.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Meanwhile, out in Los Angeles, they're in the second quarter now. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Here's Connor, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That's on Marquise Pouncey, the former Florida Gator. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. On the draw, Connor. An 8-yard gain, so that gets them halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he finds McDonald. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Stafford. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Samuels. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. Marcus Cannon, the guilty party there. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. This is Connor. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 33.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And that's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it'll be second down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now it's Darnold. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Back onto the field comes the offense. Let's take a closer look at Kerryon Johnson. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence, because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always have the confidence. If they just got their assignments down, they would get in sync with their runners, and off they went.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And this one also slow and developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. And James has it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter, because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Now Johnson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Here's a 20th carry for Johnson, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. On 2nd down, it's Johnson, and he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now Stafford. He's got Smith here. And he'll go down at the 28.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
James Conner and the Steelers ready to get their next drive going. He's closing in on 200 yards on the ground with the fourth quarter still to come. We're in the third. Good shot to get there.
And now he's got to make sure he convinces his coaching staff to leave him out there and keep touching the ball, because when you've had that kind of a day, there is a tendency to think about getting him out and saving some of it. Running backs never like to save yardage.
You know he's tapping his quarterback on the shoulder. I'll take the ball again, please, right?
Not turning down any carries.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
57's a mic. Cut.
On second down now, it's Conner. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. And the Steelers on third down. They're hitting it just 30%, 3 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Darnold. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. And look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Conner on first down, not going to get a whole lot. Maybe a couple. Second down coming up. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think maybe... And look at this, it's a fake. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
Yeah, baby.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it, and you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They stay on the ground. Here's Conner again. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll run on first down. Samuels. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. On the draw, Conner. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. From the gun on third down, here's Darnold.
Here we go. Here we go.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
They'll run here with counter. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. To throw again on second down. Stafford. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he can't quite pick it. No interceptions so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. On 2nd down, it's Connor, and he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. Not what you wanted there, 3rd and 2.
And this is something you've worked on in practice from the time you were in training camp, yet you still create your own mistakes.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go!
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. To the air again, Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. That's his first NFL game. Maybe give him a mulligan on the flag.
I think you have to, because my guess is that on the bus ride over, if you just tapped him on the shoulder, he would have jumped up and grabbed the top of the bus, don't you think?
Dumping it off for Johnson. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. On fourth down, Stafford. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Just like that.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Stafford. James has got it. Complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Here's Johnson.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Here's Stafford. Caught by Jones. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Throwing is Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. After the sack on first down, Stafford. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on fourth down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. One last throw here for Stafford. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
Personal foul.
Well, let's see who this is on.
Defense.
I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. So for Pittsburgh, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.